So today we are coming to you from my bed because I woke up this morning and the first thing that I saw was that the one true love of my life, Harry Edward Styles, had released on the day that I'm filming this video, the Treat People with Kindness music video. And honestly, my poor fragile heart cannot handle watching my husband dance in a music video without any warning before I'm even fully awake yet. I'm not really sure my heart's beating has returned to its normal speed, so we're gonna sit on the bed just in case I just collapse. So that's that. If you are seeing this, Mr. Harry Styles, I hope you're pleased with yourself that you have caused heart attacks in millions of citizens across the globe this morning. I hope you are aware. And you know what? I hope you're having a great day. I love you. I love you. Plain and simple. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Pint-Sized Reader. I'm Abigail, and if you're new here, welcome, hope you stay. So today we are going to be picking out my January TBR, and I had just so many books on my shelf that I desperately wanted to read, and I just couldn't decide which ones I wanted to read first. So I decided to put my reading fate in the hands of a random spinning wheel I found on the internet. So that's what we're doing today. I have one wheel for my physical books that I will be reading today and one for my audiobooks. Now I will be picking 5 books from my physical copy because I am actually currently in the middle of a book. Currently, I am 2 chapters in. Yeah, 2 chapters in Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. I'm honestly not that very motivated to read right now because I just finished Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas, and I had to lie down for a bit. It put me in a little tiny reading slump, but I'm hoping to break that today and get started, really started on Where Dreams Descend. So yes, in addition to Where Dreams Descend, I'll be picking 5 more books from my wheel, and then I will also be picking 2 audiobooks from a different wheel. And I normally like to listen to audiobooks before I go to bed because I don't like going to sleep in silence, which is sometimes highly problematic because occasionally I will fall asleep before my audiobook has finished reading the chapter. So that's problematic. I'm currently in the middle of The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, so I'll be picking 2 more to hopefully get through this month. Okay, sorry if the angle changed. I had to take care of something really quickly. So the books that are on my physical copies wheel is Daisy Jones and the Six, Punching the Air, A Darker Shade of Magic, The Picture of Dorian Gray, The Genius of Women, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, AOC, The Inheritance Games, Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, The Black Kids, In Praise of Difficult Women, Our Dark Duet, and Children of Blood and Bone. So let's get to picking. Okay, going to spin. We got Our Dark Duet, which is the sequel to This Savage Song and the last in the Monsters of Verity duology by V.E. Schwab. I will be going over these books further at the end just to recap, but I'm really excited about that one. Okay, so let's take our second spin. Oh, we got AOC, and that one's really short, so hopefully that'll be good for getting more books in. Okay, next. Oh, we got Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Okay, we need 2 more. We got The Black Kids by Christina Hemmings Reid, I'm pretty sure it is. And last book that I will be reading in January is Picture of Dorian Gray. Okay, so now we are on to our audiobook wheel, and I get my audiobooks from Libby, which is an app where you basically borrow books through your library, but through the app, so they're all digital. And most of the books, actually all of the books, on this wheel are either adult or YA romances, contemporary, along those lines. And this is mainly because romance is kind of a hit or miss for me, so I don't want to be buying all these romance books. And also, some of them I don't really want my mother to be finding on my shelves. So, yeah. The books that I have on this are Well Met, The Kiss Quotient, Beach Read, You Deserve Each Other, Normal People, Like a Love Story, Yes, No, Maybe So, and Tweet Cute. So, let's get spinning. We got Tweet Cute. I don't remember who it is by, but I will say in a second. And let's spin again for our last one for this month. Okay, we got Yes, No, Maybe So. Okay, guys, so this is my January TBR for the month. So first up is Where Dreams Descend by Janella Angelis. And in this book, we have this group of magicians that is facing off to find the next headliner of this conquering circus. There is Kalia, who is the star. She is a brilliant showgirl out to prove that she is the best. There is Jack, the enigmatic keeper of the club, and there is DeMarco, the brooding judge, haunted by his past. And I'm only 2 chapters in so far, so I don't know much about it, but guys, the cover. If my summary didn't convince you to pick up this book, guys. Next up is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And this is a book told in interview format, and it follows this rock and roll band in the 1970s called Daisy Jones and the Six. And I don't know that much about it other than that everybody loves it. So I mean, there's that. So I also heard that this book is pretty feminist, and it also has a lot of music, obviously, because it's a band, but anyways, and it also has an exploration of addiction, so fun times. Next up is AOC, The Fearless Rise and Powerful Resonance.
What would you like to play next?
I turned on my Alexa accidentally. So next up is AOC, The Fearless Rise and Powerful Resonance of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It's really short, but I'm pretty sure it's kind of recounting the rise of AOC as a young Latino woman serving the Bronx in the House of Representatives. And I think it has some like essays of like what her being in power has like meant to people and stuff like that. You know, I think she's very powerful and a great role model. Next up is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. And this is a classic. I didn't expect it to be this short. So we've got 2 pretty short books, so I don't know, maybe I'll read more than 6 books this month. Probably unlikely, but never know. Maybe anything could happen. So this book is about this young, wealthy man named Dorian Gray, and he makes this like deal, I think, to live forever and to stay young forever, but he has this portrait of himself, and even though Dorian never ages, I think the portrait does, and it shows like his true self, you know? Sounds very thought-provoking. Next up is Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. Oh, wait. Oh, there's like some deleted scenes in the back. That's kind of cool. I haven't noticed that before. But basically, this is a sequel to This Savage Song, which I absolutely adore. And This Savage Song is like Romeo and Juliet, but minus the romance and add in a whole lot of monsters. So the Monsters of Verity duology takes place in this city called Verity, where acts of violence and crime create monsters. And there are different levels of monsters based on how bad this act of violence was. And there are the Korsai, Maokai, and Sunai. And this duology also follows the son and the daughter of the two leaders on opposite sides of this city. So that's where like the Romeo and Juliet comes in. So there is August, who is a Sunai monster that just wants to be human. He's just the sweetest soul. He doesn't want to hurt anybody. And also Kate, who is a human, but she wants to be vicious. She wants to be like her father and be a monster wearing human skin. I'm so excited. I've been waiting so long for this one. I've been waiting for this one. Turn it up. Anyways, and lastly is The Black Kids by Christina Hammonds Reed. And in this book, we follow Ashley, who has been living, a pretty whitewashed life. She has all black friends. She's living in Los Angeles in 1992. Even though she's the richest of all her friends often don't treat her very nicely, and they say some pretty racist things to her. And then suddenly riots break out across Los Angeles as 4 LAPD officers are acquitted for beating a black man, Rodney King, almost half to death. And suddenly Ashley is not just a normal teenager, she is one of the black kids, and she has to kind of figure out, well, who is us and who is them. So I think this is going to be a really powerful read. I think it's going to be good, and I love the cover. It looks so cute. Oh. And so now moving on to our audiobooks. Currently I am reading The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren, and this book follows this woman, Olive Torres, whose twin sister is just getting married, and her twin sister has like the best luck ever. Her twin sister gets pretty much everything for free because she wins everything through like raffles and contests. So she got basically her entire wedding free. And then suddenly the entire wedding party catches this food poisoning from the wedding buffet, except for Olive and also her sister's groom's brother, Ethan. And so because everybody's too sick and the bride and the groom can't go on the honeymoon, Olive's sister forces her to take this honeymoon with Ethan, even though they quite honestly despise each other. And so they go on this trip, but the whole entire time they have to pretend to be newlyweds. And it's an enemies to lovers. Y'all know me and enemies to lovers. Y'all know. I think I'm like almost halfway through. I'm not positive. And it's pretty good so far. I'm not a huge fan of the narrator, but sometimes you just have to overlook that. Anyways, moving on to the next ones that we will be listening to this month. So first is Tweet Cute by Emma Lord, and this book follows Pepper, who is like an all-around perfectionist. Her family's falling apart, but hey, at least she's perfect. She can fix this. And her family has this massive booming fast food chain restaurant that is opening up all over the country. And then we also follow Jack, who is the class clown and constant thorn in Pepper's side, who is also kind of stuck in his insanely popular twin's shadow, and he also works at his family's small deli. And then one day Jack finds out that Pepper's family's fast food restaurant has stolen his grandmother's secret grilled cheese recipe. Emma and Jack both run their family's Twitter accounts, so they engage in this big Twitter war, but at the same time they are falling for each other in real life. I kind of love that trope where it's like they're like fighting online, or they're like involved online, but they don't actually know that it's the other person, and in real life they're like falling and crushing on each other. I think that is like so good. Oh, juicy. Next up is Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertelli and Aisha Saeed. I'm pretty sure that's how you say that. But this book is about these two teenagers, Jamie and Maya, who are going door to door and canvassing for their local state senate candidate. And Jamie is super socially awkward. He is not cool with going door to door and talking to people. And Maya is just having the worst Ramadan ever. Her parents are separating, her best friend is too busy to hang out, and her summer trip has been canceled, and somehow her mother thinks that political canvassing will solve all of her problems. And so as the race gets closer, Maya and Jamie get closer as well. So I don't know, we're gonna see. This might be cute, it might not. I'm gonna bet on cute. Yeah. Okay, so that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check back in at the end of the month if you want to see if I actually stuck to this TBR, or if I did, how many I actually got through, and to see my overall thoughts on all of these books. Or if you want to be constantly updated on how I'm doing at this TBR, check out my Goodreads down in the description so you can constantly be following along with me and my reading journey. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell if you enjoyed this video, because I will be posting more hopefully, and I want you to see it. Also, be sure to comment down below what your TBR for January is, or if you've read any of the books that I'm planning on reading, hype them up for me down in the comments below. Get me excited to read. Help me get through this TBR. I hope you are all staying safe, and I hope that you are all having a great start to your 2021. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!